Hello, hello, hello. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oops, just making sure that the audio is all good. Okay, yep, no, I think we're good. I think we're okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, it's up to the max, so I'm just going to have to speak a little bit louder, but it's fine. Hello, Gift Creations. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a good evening. Nice music, yeah. Like me some good old classic Ratchet and Clank. Okay, so now then I think we're I think we're good to go. Hang on, let me just oh, I forgot to post on this now. God damn it! I'm a professional, ladies and gentlemen, and I will hear nothing else of the matter. Pop channel. Yeah, it's wrong. Here we go. Right, so just need to post this on. Just need to post on Instagram, and then we'll be ready. Then I'll be ready to go and build. Such a cool set. Yeah, no, I think it's a cool set. A little bit upside down, but oh well. It's upside down, but it's obviously not upside down to you guys because you're watching it from the camera there. So, but the story bloody thing. Yeah, I hope we're all having a good evening. Hope we're all chill. Hello there, Martin. General Bradley, as it were. You are a bold one. How are you doing today, good sir? I am just because I'm very professional. Because I always forget posting my links, the link on Instagram because professional. Blah 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 blah. Oops, nope. Oh god damn it. Nope, I typed it all in wrong because I'm not paying attention. I'm a big old stupid. Again, just put it in automatically because Instagram is stupid. I won't let you just copy and post links in. Which is brand. My story. Thank you. 1K face reveal. I mean, to be honest, Gift Creations, if you have a look at some of my past animating live stream, my stop motion streams that I've done, my face has been popped up on there a few times because because my laptop software likes to crash, and then it shows my face, which is a. But I probably won't do like an active. I probably won't do an active one because I'm just like. I don't really think it's a big deal personally, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Doing good. Oh, good, Martin. How are you doing, good sir? Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty chill at the moment. Been looking forward to building these. It's a very cool one. Wanted to get something to use as like just as like decorative for my room. Didn't want to get a real plant, so I thought get a Lego one. Might as well. Good morning, good day, and good night to you as well, Epic City Builders. I would guess it's good afternoon to you. If time zones are correct, I would assume, but I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, good sir. Right, so yeah, we'll just get on with it. We'll just crack on. Let's build a tree, ladies and gentlemen. Oops, bit of cardboard come away. Ooh, why? Oh, I suppose for like the blossoming of the things. I suppose so that makes sense. So that does make sense. Oh, the Lego Bonsai tree, yeah! How many bags do we have? Oops. I thought these were loose bits of cardboard, but no, they're actually, they're part of it. 11:37 AM. Ah! Oh wow, you're actually you're many hours behind. You're many hours behind me right now. Gosh darn. 1, 2. Hold up. Do we have all the bags? Yeah. Nope, we have a 2. I couldn't see a bag number 2 and I got really confused there for a second. I saw like a 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and I'm like, where's 2? Well, I thought 2 would have been quite important. That's all it is. Right, okay. We'll do what we did when we did the bomber. We'll put all of the other stuff out the way so we just open up one bag at a time. And then we'll see how that goes. I should really get like a plant license. I can take care of an actual plant. Yeah, well, I mean, it's partly the reason why I got this. It's Lego and it'll make for some nice decoration. So, yeah, it's all good, really. Sorry, but yeah, no worries. Gift Creations, thank you for stopping by, man. Have a good morning. Have a good morning. Okay. Oh, Canada. Canada's that far behind? Yeah. No, I suppose that makes sense actually when I think about it. Gosh, I didn't realise they were so. I didn't realise they're that far behind us. That's a what? How long is that? That's a 1. Oh, that's an 8 hour. That's an 8 hour difference. Yeah. That's interesting. No, I didn't know. I didn't know. I think the main time zone differences I know is obviously the ones in Europe. Eastern Eastern time zone, I think in America. The American like Eastern time zone is like 5 hours behind me, or behind us, or behind me even. But I'm not sure really about Canada. I know Japan is like, I think 9 hours ahead of us. If I recall, they're about 9 hours ahead of us, I think. I'm not 100%, but I think that is the case. Pacific time zone. Ah, yeah, Eastern Pacific zone. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. See, this is why you're here, City Builders, to correct me when I say stupid things, because I've got absolutely no idea. Is it Eastern Pacific zone? No, that doesn't make any sense, Ben. I'm stupid. I'm very stupid. I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. I am a big dum-dum. Oh, that's an interesting piece right there. Right, let's see what we got here. The Lego Bonsai Master. Ooh, interesting. California is also in my time zone down in America. Ah, yeah. Yeah, no, I can imagine that. I'm not sure. I've had a proper read of that, actually. I like the fact that you can see you can see like the shadow. You can see that I'm wearing glasses there. It's kind of funny. I don't know why that's funny to me particularly, but it is. Sustainable land life. Bags 1, 2, and 3 will have the main stock of it, and okay, that's not too bad. Ha ha ha! Yes, laugh at my stupidity, FAC, because I'm a dum dum. I am a dum dum, but you'll get entertainment from my stupidness. So we have Pacific, Mountain, Central, Eastern. I've never heard of Mountain time zones. That's a new one to me. I'd never heard of that before ever. Okay. Interesting start. Those and those. Yeah, Eastern time zone. I don't know why I was thinking Eastern Pacific. That's just like, that would literally just be Pacific time zone, not Eastern. Tard, Ben. You're a tard. A big old tard. But it's all good. I'm looking forward to building this actually, because this is a set I've actually been looking forward to building for quite a while actually. Always wanted to get it, but it's always been sold out in my local Lego store. So it's good that I'm able to do this now. I don't know how long this is actually going to take me to build, because I decided to start the stream a little bit earlier just in case, because I don't know, this could take me an hour, this could take me 3. I just don't know how fiddly or how much just needs to be done really for this. It's 800 odd pieces, but I reckon a lot of it's kind of like these tiny studs. So it's kind of like probably not as much complicated building per se, but I mean once we get to the main like part of the actual tree, it might get a little bit complex. We need 4 of these. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good evening. Well, I suppose morning as well, or afternoon. Morning, afternoon. Time. Good time zones. Good time zones. A good day, perhaps. The easiest way to probably put it. Okay. That is right in the center. Yeah, there was a nice old leak of some of the Disney minifigures as well, which is quite cool. A lot of those look quite nice. The Series 2 of the Disney minifigure collections. It's like the 100th anniversary of obviously Disney, so they've got a lot of those. Well, I mean, they obviously haven't been officially revealed. There was leaks, but there was some. It's alright, just another chill day for me, of course. Yeah, no, that's fair, dude. That is fair enough. Never anything wrong with a chill day. Boop. Boom. Bah. Being a tree, I hope it doesn't fall apart. Fall apart. Fall apart sheet of the building? My trees get bumped in my city and fall apart sometimes. Oh. Oh, fair enough. Oh, do you have like one of these bonsai trees set up in your city, do you? That's actually quite a cool idea, actually, using like the actual tree parts for in the city. I didn't really think about that. Like a giant bonsai tree. Not entirely, it wouldn't be entirely accurate, but be unique, I suppose. Speaking of like cities animation, my next animation is currently unlisted, so it's uploaded, and I will be making it live. I think as I mentioned on my my community post last night, I will be making it live 6 o'clock GMT this Friday. So as I said, we've got a packed week this week. Doing this stream, we're doing my first Twitch stream tomorrow, and then we got a new animation out Friday. I am spoiling all of you with a lot of content this week. I hope y'all appreciate it. I don't have the bonsai. Oh, fair enough, epic. So you're doing your Twitch card well then. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. Have a laugh. Because I mean, my only thing is that whether or not it's going to be complicated from a technical standpoint, I don't think it would be. But if it's too complex, then I'll just say, nah, stuff it. Stay on YouTube. But it's not a guarantee. We're just going to be doing a I don't actually know what I'm doing for that Twitch stream tomorrow. I should really think about what I'm going to play. Because it's not really, in terms of like a viewer standpoint, I'm not too bothered. I never used Twitch, but I should add you. It'll give me a reason to turn it on. Fair enough. I did put a link to it in my recent community post if you wanted to get on, if you wanted to quickly follow me on there now if you want. I said there's no guarantee that I'm not going to be like moving my streams permanently to Twitch, because like streams like these and my animation ones will stay here. It's more just my gaming stuff, because I can imagine probably most people who are subscribed to my channel probably get really sick of seeing their subscription boxes being being cluttered with streams, especially video game streams. I can imagine that being quite annoying, so we will wait and see. I go tomorrow, too bad I can't be there to hype you up as I usually do. That's no worries, man. Just not willing to make that jump into the Twitch stream. And I understand. I do understand. I mean, as I said, I think that's a good goal. Yeah, I play games, I don't normally watch them. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like one of those things. I mean, I think when I did a poll, there was like a couple of people who said they don't even watch the stream, so it doesn't really bother them too much. But I just don't want to clutter the sub boxes with them. But in general, if people don't really mind it all that much. Wait, did I forgot? I think I forgot that one. I did. Yep, that'll be that. That'll be the reason why that's not going on. Pay attention to the build, you dingus spin. Pay attention to the build. Oops. I can actually get it on. That's being complicated. But yeah, no, that's kind of like my mindset with the Twitch streams. Is kind of just to kind of not clutter the description box is too much with stuff. But no, granted, I would imagine, as I said, most people who aren't really that interested in streams just don't watch them, which, you know, is not a bad thing. But I can understand people getting a bit sick of them. But I know it is what it is. As I said, it's going to be a trial. For all I know, Twitch from a technical standpoint could be crap. So. Understandable, though. I've never taken issues with the gaming streams clutching my YouTube library. You make it sound like I do streams every day. I only stream once a week, Martin. But yeah, no. I just know that I think a vast majority of people who are subscribed to my channel subscribe for my animation, so I just don't want it. Well, I don't want to do them justice. Why am I building a new one tomorrow? Tomorrow, Friday even. Not tomorrow, getting ahead of myself. I had the Twitch thing in my brain, thinking about that. Okay, this is quite a simple start to it. As I said, I don't know how long this is going to particularly take to build. It might not take that long. I'm hearing it's promoting channels that have I'm hearing it's promoting channels that have shorts on them. So all those channels that made a short channel as well are wishing it was all one channel now. Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. I suppose, but I guess in a sense as well, keeping all my stuff on one platform would probably make it easier. I guess as well. I guess that's a thing that I have thought about. Just that, I don't know. I want to experiment and branch out, if you will, with a couple of things. It's not a bad thing. Oops, it's not a bad thing to experiment. I think that's how I got just streams that I look forward to. But no. I'm glad you find entertainment in my streams. Oh, that's one. Oh, okay, they used the tile bit. That's interesting. YouTube is promoting. I need to proofread before submitting. Yeah, no, it is interesting how much. It is interesting how much my channel is kind of like how much my subscriber count goes up whenever I post a short, because it just seems to be every short that I post seems to gather in like 20 or so additional subscribers, which is just kind of like whoa, kind of crazy in that sense. So, but it's going to be interesting to see what the view count is like on the video I upload on Friday, because it's not a short. It's like a animation that's not being put on shorts. So it'll be interesting to see how well that does. I just don't want my channel to become a pure shorts channel, really. Wanna keep uploading this stuff as well. Well, that's quite clever. Quite clever using like the little wheels, the tires wheels here for like the stands. If I put the wheels on properly, it'll probably look a bit better. There we go. Boom. Oh, except I'm stupid and I missed. Oh my goodness. No, understandable. Yeah, no, as I said, we'll see. Because I mean, I could do this Twitch stream tomorrow and just be like, yeah, nah, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work out. We'll just stick to what I already know. That just is. We'll see. We shall see. Tires are a good idea. Yeah, no, they're really good. It's a good idea because then the pot doesn't slide too much, because there's actually it's kind of like a bit of grip for it as well. So it's quite good. Very, very clever how they've done that. Distracted while building. Yeah, exactly. That's why I can't get distracted. There's 5 additional bits there. Are they extras? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Nope, I just forgot to put them on here. Oh, you idiot, Ben. I was just like, why? I was like, why do I have 5 of these pieces here? And then there's just a bit here, this side bit is missing all these parts. Genius, Ben. You're always genius. Boom. There we go. Bag 1 done. Bag 1 done in record time. Bag number 2? Okay, so bag number... Okay, so we need those and we need these. Boom. Bop. Okay. That's a piece I've not seen before. Like part of like a log kind of thing. I've never seen. I think these probably aren't new pieces, but I haven't seen these before. That's interesting. Good pieces for trees. Hang on, I'm just gonna hydrate quickly. Very nice. I really don't think this is going to take as long as I thought, to be honest. As in, I do start it early just in case it does take me longer than I think, but not doing too bad on time at the moment. Wow. And okay, so we'll shuffle pop there for now. And then we will grab this and continue. Right. Curious, are you using Streamlabs? No, I'm using OBS. I've not actually tried Streamlabs. I don't really know what would be the better option for it. I've just kind of... OBS is really quite simple to use. Especially if you're not doing anything too, like, complex, like overlays and whatnot. But yeah, no, I hope Streamlabs is a good one. As far as I'm aware. Three half my eyes, isn't that? There we go. So I went to see Ant-Man and Quantumania back in Sunday. Oh yes, no, I saw it last night actually, Martin. What did you think? Labs seems to have better visual effects and overlays. Possibly. Possibly. I think it depends what you're just going for, because obviously if you're just kind of doing just simple stuff like this, I don't think it matters hugely. But I can also understand people wanting to make the streams look pretty, obviously, with the overlays and such. But I've seen like a lot of the top streamers I've seen have literally just got a webcam and they got the small, they got like their little avatar or like VTuber thing like here, and that's it. So it's never always necessarily fancy. But I think it's just personal preference at the end of the day, really. So I just use OBS because I'm just used to using it. So why change when you're comfortable? I loved it. I don't understand what critics are saying. Yeah, no, I got no idea what critics were saying either. I mean, it's like the film. I didn't have any issues with the film. I was just kind of watching it. I think as I was watching it, and I was just thinking to myself, what are the critics on? I was like, I can't see literally anything wrong with this film whatsoever. Not like the film was flawless, because it was, it's far from a flawless film, but like seems a bit cruel the ratings they were giving it. It's kind of like a 48% rating, which is like, you're comparing that about as bad as the For Love and Thunder and things like that. And it's kind of like, I still haven't seen that, but it was far from a terrible film. Because when you see 48% on things like Rotten Tomatoes, you think, oh, that film is shockingly bad. But no, I didn't think so. I thought it was entertaining. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. And let's do this. And granted, it's not an Avengers level thing, but it's still an amazing movie in my opinion. Yeah. No, I think so as well. It definitely wasn't. It's not. Would I have wanted them to do maybe some things a bit differently, perhaps? But I'm not. I said I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed with the film. Like, I kind of came out there thinking, I got my money's worth. It was a good watch, I think. In a weird sense, it didn't feel like the film was. It didn't. The film felt quite short, but I guess it was just over 2 hours. Thanks for the stream, but I gotta run. But enjoy. Thanks for the stream. I have to run, but enjoy all your content. Yeah, no worries, man. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good day. Have a good one. Previous 3 films before Ant-Man I thought were good, but kind of stale in my opinion. Yeah, I think that's the kind of... That seems to be the kind of the thing with Marvel at the moment. It's just that it's... They're not taking terribly huge risks, and because of that, the films are kind of gone a little bit... I think. It's kind of why I've not really been watching a lot of Marvel stuff of late. I've just not really been interested in it, truthfully. Say what you will from that, but I think my expectations were probably too high after watching Spider-Man No Way Home. Because I don't know about you, Martin, but I was pretty disappointed with Multiverse of Madness. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty disappointed with that one. Just kind of like, oh, that's it? I was expecting more. But I think because of No Way Home, I think my expectations were just that much higher. That it was just like, a bit disappointing. Here it is. Hidden from me. But but that's just kind of that is my humble Marvel opinion. I'm not as big of a Marvel fan as a lot of people are, so it's probably understandable. It might be it's probably understandable why I'm not particularly too bothered by it per se. That's it. But no, I loved the like when Spider-Man came out. That was like, whoa, that was amazing. I saw that film like I don't even know how many times I saw it in the cinema. I saw it loads. I know that much. But that film was just... I can't really flaw No Way Home because it was just so good. That might just be my fan in the fanboy just kind of kicking and not really seeing anything wrong with it, but I just loved it. I should see no flaw with the film. It was just perfect all around, I think. Just a perfect kind of tribute to Spider-Man as a whole. Let's go in here. Okay, yeah, no, that's about, that looks right. Looks right. To be honest, I should probably turn on another light. Actually, I'm gonna do that. 1 second, I'm just gonna turn on an additional light because my eyesight being not great, can't really see the instructions all that clearly, because it doesn't help that the browns are all a different kind of color. They're like not different color, but they're very dark colored, so it's quite hard to distinguish when the browns are kind of going together. So I apologize for that lighting in that regard, but I just need to see it a bit better. I think I could probably change the actual thing. There we go. A bit better. I love Spider-Man No Way Home. It's my favorite MCU movie for the obvious biased reasons. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Can completely understand that. Seeing how it's being put together. Okay, yeah. Oh, sometimes when pieces are upside down, sometimes it's hard to distinguish which bits they are. Sometimes. But yeah, I think Multiverse of Madness was like, it wasn't terrible. I think my expectations were just too high for it, I think. Not necessarily the film's fault, but when you make a film that is just as good as No Way Home, you just think, how do you top something like that? Not very easily. Granted, I'm not much of a fan person, so I don't entirely know what these trees look like, whether or not this is completely realistic to its design and look, but oh. Okay, like that, and like this. Okay, that's about right. Seems right. Huh. No, I agree with that. No, that's fair. I guess just with the thing is with Marvel, it's but they took a quite a big risk with No Way Home, and it obviously was a huge success, and I don't know, it just seems like since then they've just been kind of like taking it easy, I feel, with the other films in some sense. But again, I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of the other films because I just haven't I think Multiverse of Madness just left a stale taste in my mouth, to be honest with you, that I just kind of been like, meh. It's a meh from me, Chief. But, yeah, it's just personal opinions at the end of the day. But I like that. But I like Quantumania. I like the new Ant-Man. Don't quite know what the critics at Rotten Tomatoes were thinking. Tomatoes, whatever you want to call them, however you guys pronounce tomatoes, which I've been made fun of how I pronounce it my whole life. So tomatoes, and blah 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 blah. I think Ant-Man was a good start to Phase 3. Yeah, I think so. I think if anything, I was a little bit bummed that Kang, that version of Kang met his end in that one, unfortunately. Oh, hopefully there's no one else in here who hasn't seen the film. Actually, hang on, let me just double check the participants. Okay, yeah, we're good. Just wanted to make sure, because I had a feeling I was going to spoil it for people, and then it'll be like, wow, first stream in and you spoil the film. Oh, I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't think. But I mean, yeah, but that's just my opinions on that. And just kind of wish they didn't kill him off so soon. But there are obviously multiple versions of him, so he's not exactly gone, is he? So I mean, even if he was dead, there's no guarantee that he is gone forever. So the MCU is kind of becoming more like Star Wars, where people, unless they die, the only time they die is when you see them physically die. If they die off, if they're off screen, it's like, nope, we don't know. Yeah, remember that it's another Kangs. Yeah, no, exactly. It was one of millions of Kangs, so this is where these timeline stuff gets confusing. Timeline and time travel stuff, it confuses me, man. It's a very confusing time. Oh well. Okay, now I see what they mean by they were using frogs to build this. It's kind of funny how they've used them for that. So at the end of the day, I'm just not as knowledgeable with Marvel stuff, so it's kind of like why I'm kind of like a little bit more. as it were. So obviously, I think some people will obviously recognize more stuff than me. Yeah, nearing March. I know it's a lot of Mandalorian. It's next week actually. It's next Wednesday. It's a week today. Oh my god, Mando's back, and so soon. Oh, that's gonna. Looking forward to that. I did see on Twitter that the official runtime for the premiere, and it's quite short, which was quite surprising. It's like I think it's only like basically half an hour long, which is kind of surprising because that's probably like the shortest premiere for Mando to date, which is, I don't know, maybe they're just kind of doing just a simple thing. Maybe they're just doing a simple thing to kind of set it up, to start and set it up. So I'll just have to wait and see. Have to wait and see. Right. And I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing more adventures with Mando and Grogu. So. So, I don't know how else it's meant to go on. If it's not right, then if it's not right, then I don't know. I think that's okay. Yep, that looks good. Looks good to me. Okay. I'm just going to put these instructions over here a minute so I can actually see it in the lights. There we go. The problem is, like, this darker kind of brown, it's quite hard to see where the bits are unless you got like a bright ass light kind of shining on it. Oops. There we go. Right. Wow, this is very complex. How this is put together, actually, it's all kind of precise, actually. How about that? Okay, so we've got these bits coming in now. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a very long stream here, guys. This could very well only be an hour and a half stream. Could be a very short one. I was going to say this quickly, which is I've left Ian's community since she decided to go NSFW for her content. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, is this another? Was this that ASMR creator that you mentioned before? I mean, yeah, that is unfortunate, but if she's watching the thing of content creating, if they're if it's bringing in the numbers, then I suppose why not, you know? Shame, but it is what it is. Yes, the very same. Ah, okay. Well, I mean, it's an unfortunate thing, but if viewers like it, then you know it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, man. I understand why. Not being interested in it particularly. Oh, good boy. Okay. That goes on there. Here? Question mark? Anything to go? Bear with me, just trying to work out how this thing's meant to go on. I'm guessing that's correct. That goes on there. I feel bad for leaving it, but I can support NSFW stuff. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Never feel bad if someone you're watching isn't making content you enjoy. There's no reason to feel bad for not watching them anymore. Because I mean, there's a lot of people over the years who I've stopped watching because they just kept making stuff that I just wasn't interested in, which is like a waste of time, really being subscribe to your channel, to be honest, or just leave. So it doesn't. There is no issue with that. Wait, so this. Okay, so then that goes on from down, I think. Okay, no, I think that's about right. Are you nearly done with the bonsai tree already? I think so. I think this is almost it, really, apart from the leaves. Because there's 6 bags. 2 of the bags are for the separate leaves, because there's obviously the hang on, if I grab the box a minute. They've got like the a different kind of lighting. They've obviously got it with the green leaves and with the pink and white leaves as well. So there's 2 separate. There's like 1 separate bag for the green and 1 separate bag for this. And there's another bag of just 1x1 studs, which I'm not so sure what it's about. And then there's a stand, which I think is the last bag. So yeah, in terms of the actual plant and the actual plant, yeah, it's basically almost done. Like the main base of it, as far as I can tell, which is very interesting. It is what it is. I still hope for the best for minus the NZW stuff. Yeah, of course, naturally. Might not put this front bit on quite properly, but okay, and then this goes in the pot. Is this like to put in there to make sure it stops turning or something, I'm guessing? I'm saying it looks cool at the moment. See if I can show you it. Probably not quite as well because of that light, but once I built it, I'll obviously turn this lamp off so you can get like a better look at it. Lighting wise, oh, that's what that. Okay, so these 1x1 studs are literally just going. I'm just pouring these 1x1 studs into the thing. Huh. So yeah, it's just your strings I've got left, well, at least until we are less the piece of string. Ah, oh, fair enough. Didn't realize I was one of the main people you were watching. This is going to be a bit complicated, trying to get all this in here. Trying to not get them everywhere, but that failed miserably. This is definitely not standard issue, a standard technique for Lego building here. Ladies and gents, this is definitely not the standard. Yeah, so still got no idea about Peach. What's going on? I'm sure she's all well and good. I'm just busy. Have to wait and see. Okay. Oops. Is that all the bits? I think so. Okay. So then this just goes in there as well. It's going back a little bit on the subject of the VTubers, the next stage people, they have their 3D concert next Sunday, which will be very cool to see. I think something also fell on the floor. Something went flying. Yep, there we go. You're my only hope. Now I feel the pressure. I can't go to Twitch now. I can't abandon you, Martin. I'll feel bad. We'll see. See how it all goes. Huh. Unique and different, but okay. Bag 3 done. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be quick. This is going to be very quick. Wowzers. We'll see what time we finish. Maybe I'll try and do something else to kind of expand it. Expand the streams, maybe 2 hours at least. But yeah, no, as I mentioned before, on subject of YouTubers, there's next stage. They're having their 3D debut concert next week, and it's going to be on YouTube. I think they're streaming it on YouTube and Twitch. It's seriously insane what they're trying to do. It's because it's like a 3D debut concert. It's like, damn. No, still trying Twitch. Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm still going to give it a try, but I'm just. I mean, as I said, from a technical standpoint, it just might not work. So. Blah 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 blah. Sort this out. Yeah, no. What the I'm pretty certain the bloke for next stage, the manager, if you will. He was a former game. I think he was a former game designer, because they're making their 3D models in Unreal Engine, which is like insane just when I think about that. But like, gosh, damn. What time will it be for us Brits? I think it's 6 PM EST, so I think that will be 11 PM for us. I'm pretty certain. 90% certain. I'll have to double check the timing on that, but I'm pretty certain that's what it is. But yeah. But yeah, no, it's insane what they're. I honestly hope during that debut they get a big audience, because it's well deserved because they've been working so hard behind the scenes. So I do hope for the best. Okay, so these. Of course, I'm going to be sleeping by then. Fair enough. Oh, you can always check out the VOD, I suppose. I'm probably going to be watching it because I am nocturnal. I'll definitely be checking it out. Okay. Yeah, I definitely can't see this kind of going past 2 hours at the moment. This is very interesting. Sod's Law. Time zones are a pain in the butt. Oops. Time zones are a pain, but unfortunately, that's just how it is. Oops, is that one? Okay, yeah, that way. I see. Yeah, nope, that's good. I'm looking at each of their YouTube, their designs do look epic. Yeah, no, exactly. I think their models look really, really good. Really, really detailed. And just some... It sounds very, very different as well. Because I think I read somewhere as well that they're trying to do... I think the main manager, like the bloke said, he's wanting to try and do different stuff that's not just live streaming. Because everyone, like the 5 talents, have all got their very own unique kind of talents, if it will. They're all kind of unique in their own gimmicks. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, gimmicks. And it's just, yeah, it's just going to be really interesting to see what they do. You know. If it's to be bad to say, if anything, I'm really curious to see, but I think Blair's design is the winner, though. No offense to the others. Yeah, no, I can understand that. It's definitely a great design. Just hat. To be fair, when she was initially revealed, I was just kind of like, hat. That was just the first thing that came to mind. It's just hat. Semi-funny. Right. But it's times 3 of these arrive. 3. If I listen to this correctly. Okay, yeah, there, I see. But yeah, no, it just seems to me. It just seems like they've got a lot of very, very talented people working. Not just the talents, but like everyone working behind the scenes. They seem to have some really good people working on it. And I'd say they could be the next big. They could very well be the next big VTuber company. There's a lot of potential. Gosh, I can't imagine. In a sense, like it's not trying to be like a negative thing, but gosh, the talents must have a lot of pressure, a lot of pressure on them. So it's just it's one reason why I hope it does go, the concert does go well, because you just think, gosh, you can't even imagine what kind of pressure they're on. As I said, I've got every confidence that they're gonna do just fine. I have the utmost faith. One second. Sign just popped up on something. I just want to make sure it's all good. They do look promising though. As a VTuber group, they don't seem like the typical VTuber groups I've been constantly recommended from YouTube. That's what I mean. It's like I think they're quite. As I said, what the manager said he was trying to do. He wanted to do. I think how he worded it is he wanted to do more than just live streams. I think, which is what's really got me quite curious. This thing is like, what more can you do? Other than that, I mean, obviously the big ones like AreaLight, they've obviously probably would consider them more idols, I suppose, rather than just quote talents, if you will. So, but yeah, no, it's gonna be really cool to see what they do. Anyway, Curious Joe on that one. Okay, so got this. We've had to build 3 of these, and now we've got to build 3 of the things we've just done. So, yay! Yay for repetitive building stuff. Put that there. Go back a bit. We'll go back, and then we'll just put these all together. I think the thing that's always mental with like these newer, with these kind of newer like agencies kind of popping up, because there's a surprising amount. I see so many on Twitter like being recommended to me, and it's just like, it seems like, I think they want you to think, assume that these are people that you've not really seen before. But I'm just, in a sense, I'm baffled that they hadn't been discovered before, because like there's like a lot of really talented people, and you're just kind of like, how have they not been discovered like before now, kind of thing, you know? It's very, very surprising. As I said, I obviously don't know how it all works, so not the slightest idea. But yeah. as in they want to do more. I can respect that. Honestly, the other groups that I get recommended don't seem that exciting, like Igisanji. Yeah, no, I can respect that. No, I definitely understand that. Ooh, I didn't put that on right, did I? Nope. Okay. That's fine. Niji is they're a unique one because there's I just think that the people and the talents behind them, they're just not just talented, but they're just hilarious. Like a lot of the clips I see, they're just so unhinged, just so funny. As well, but I've been seeing a lot more clips of HoloLive talents as well recently, and they seem just as quote mental. Not as in a bad mental, but just a funny mental, if that makes sense. Yeah, no, next stage is definitely there is a lot of potential for them, and I just hope it all works out really well, because I said they're a really nice and talented bunch. So I hope it all goes well for them. Okay. Repetitive building. Ugh. That's why I'm glad I'm not building a UCS 8080 right now, because I think I would die. The thought of trying to build that huge UCS 8080 is just daunting to me, because of each of those legs are probably about 800 odd pieces, and I didn't have fun trying to build the normal 8080. I see VTuber clips that come from Twitch, so of course they are mental. Well, I mean, I was gonna say they can obviously imagine there being a little bit more tame because they're YouTube, but then again, I remember Nijisanji, and I'm like, they're not tame at all. They don't. There's not that they don't care, but it's just kind of like, they're not tame, not in the slightest. They are very unhinged, as they say, which is quite funny. Do that. I'm gonna do another one more. Not the most exciting stage of building, unfortunately, but yeah, the VTubers on Twitch are a whole different breed. Some of them are just like, like holy. One more to do there, and then we can put all the leaves on. Then we can move on to the next bit, which I imagine is probably going to be very similar to what I just did, but I was actually debating about whether or not I'll build the other leaves bit, but I thought, I suppose because it's a building review, I suppose I might as well. Those clips I watch are basically when VTubers chat time every sound alert for Twitch so perfectly. Yeah, no, I do see a lot of that as well. That's a pretty common thing. And to be fair, I've clipped a couple of ones from Lonnie streams where they've been just kind of really perfectly timed moments, which has been quite funny. I suppose like that's one thing that's good. That's one good thing with Twitch, is that it's really, because of all the clipping and everything, it's, I suppose with YouTube does as well, but I don't know, there's something about Twitch streaming that just seems not necessarily better, because I know it's not necessarily better, but I don't know, just maybe the build of it just seems a bit more maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I am just blabbering on about BS, to be honest, probably. Okay, so that goes there. I'm guessing. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, the chat we thought that the YouTube chats like quote bullied them. Oh gosh, go onto Twitch and you'll see people getting bullied. Not in obviously a cruel way, but you know, fun way. It's kind of amusing in that sense. 30 bugger me. Wow, so that's all these leaves have now got to go on. Each and every single one. I don't know how they're going to go on, but they gotta go on. Goodness great. Don't know how they're all meant to go on, but yeah. Working on it. How do these leaves meant to go on? Do they just go on the other parts, I'm guessing? Guess so. Got no idea. I don't know if these are more probably like preferences on where you put the leaves, I think. It's just I've got no idea. I have got next to no idea. This is a lot of leaves, man. Too much leaves for my preference, to be honest with you. I don't know where it's just 3 leaves on each bit, so it's not too shabby. It's not too shabby. Really clever how they've done it, though. How they put like the general build for this together. Okay, so one go down, I'm guessing as well. I'm guessing it's like 3 leaves for each one, sort of, maybe. Definitely, like you can definitely see why people buy this deck, because it's just a really good decorative piece. Decorative piece. Jeez, why did I have a stroke just trying to say decorative? Decorative. That's. This is why I failed English 3 times. There's one VTuber I know on Twitch who designed a Surador. I think her name is Fox Plushie. That rings a bell. That name does ring a bell. But I think that there are a lot of AreaLight. There's been so many popping up on my Twitter feed lately. There's one that I saw recently who had like she has like a helmet, and it's got like one of those ones where it's got like an icon, and it kind of shows like her what her emotions are like underneath the helmet and whatnot. Obviously, she was still in chat, but it was just really different because of the helmet, and I thought it looked really cool. After another mini stroke, you finally got the words out. Exactly. You know, sometimes you gotta have a stroke to get the words out. That's probably an inspirational quote somewhere. Gotta have a stroke to get the words out. Gotta have a stroke to get the words out. There you go. Put that one on my grave. Gotta have a stroke to get the words out. I don't know. I'm an inspirational man of many words. Many of them, and many of said words are me having a stroke. But it's fine. It's fine, because if I have a stroke, you guys will laugh at me. So it's all a win-win, as they say. So win-win in a lot of people's books, I suppose. A lot of people's books, I suppose. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I think I'm putting these things wrong on some of these bits, but that's fine. It is fine. I'm not putting that on your tombstone. Ah, why not? It'd be such a memey and Ben way to go. I'm sad. I'm sad. Blah 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 blah. It's a very, I wouldn't say it's very repetitive what I'm doing here at the moment. It's just kind of precise. More than anything, I would say. For this, oops. We'll have a couple of leads left here. Not many, but we've got more than like the 3 per leaf kind of thing, from what I can tell. Yeah, why not tell people you died while trying to get word out? Exactly! I mean, it's not necessarily that I died having a stroke, it was more that I just had a stroke before. It's more that I've just had said stroke. And that's what I was well known for, was just miswording or not being able to get the words out and then going, blah, 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 blah. Stroke. Strokey, strokey, strokey. Don't know if I should say that, so I apologise if people get offended. It's not intentional. But, oh well. Basically anything you say these days on the internet, because you'll have a horde of people after you for saying simplest of things. That's actually not looking quite bad. I like that. Even just like the pot on its own, because I know there's like a stand for it to go on as well. That's interesting. It's quite cool. I like it. I like it. Have a drink. Oh, 1 moment. My phone is buzzing. Why is my phone buzzing? Very professional, looking at my phone while streaming, but I'm sure you don't mind, Martin, do you? Once again, yeah. For some reason, the buzzing on my phone is my emails telling me that, oh, by the way, live on your YouTube channel is blah blah blah, and I'm like, I know, because I'm here, I'm live. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, no, it's not. I've still got another bag here. I'll stuff it and build this as well. I did think I was gonna build like the alternate color bit here, but I thought, I might as well. It'll expand. It'll expand the stream out a little bit. So we'll put you in the corner there, and then we'll get this out, because this will basically be the alternate look for the tree. So, oh wow, we got pink frogs. The frogs are pink. Why are the frogs pink? I don't know, but they're pink. Ugh. Okay. Double check. Blah 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 blah. Yep, everything is good. Everything looks good. Everything looks okay. Nuts of our god. Put it out of the corner there. You can still see it, but it's all good. Right. So, our next level of business. Are we gonna? Where do we actually need these frogs? Oh yeah, well, might as well open it. It's gonna be needed on the next bit anyway, so I might as well open them. Attack of the pink frogs! It's a pink frog pandemic. Or epidemic. Pandemic? Epidemic? Epidemic, I suppose, is pandemic is global. Alright. Boop. Get all those bags up later. Right, so put all this together. And boop. Boop. Doo, 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 doo. Oh, and Martin, my cousins made me a little bit jealous because they're also going to be going to Star Wars Celebration as well. They got tickets, and I think they've booked to see to meet Hayden Christensen, which is pretty good. Oh, by the way, a friend of mine is making an original character out of me for his project of his. Oh, that's cool. Just reminded me that I need to write more story that I've been writing as well. Actually, I've been taking up writing in my spare time, which has been quite fun. Quite fun to do. Whether I'm actually a good writer is obviously begs the question, but it's been enjoyable. Only been enjoyable, but that's cool. That is very cool. Okay, getting these frogs onto the bits here is a bit fiddly, so this is going to take a while. Maybe this is it. Maybe you're supposed to go in just thinking, oh, it's not so bad. There's hardly any pieces. Look, we've already done the tree right now. And then you get onto this, and it's like a bunch of fiddly pink frogs. Curse you, fiddly frogs! Your fiddliness. Fiddliness. Fiddlesticks, ladies and gentlemen. Fiddlesticks. Oh, fiddlesticks. There we go. Right, well that's one. I'll be sure to post my highlights of my day at celebration on my Instagram. Nice! Yeah, I want to see all that I could not see and be sad about it. I've got a bunch of brick shows that I'm going to be going to this year. So like, I'm not completely out of cons in general, but I'm going to be right. I'm still like contemplating whether or not to actually build this alternate bit, but I thought I might as well. It will expand the stream a little bit, so it's not all bad. Okay, so this is the ×3 bit again, so we will do what we did before. And do this. Yeah, just dust off my Insta and post again. Yeah, no, I can understand that. I don't post regularly on my Instagram much. It's more just posting my my animations and just my schedules, really, because I know there are people on there. I've got a bit of an audience on there, so I feel like I should announce to them when I go live or when I upload new videos, etc., etc. But yeah, Instagram is a weird one. Not entirely sure many people on there really do enjoy like my watch my stuff or whatever, but basically not. There's another social media. There's another bit of social media at the end of the day, so it's not all bad. Having multiple platforms. So I don't post since I don't really see a point, since my only inspiration for posting is my cats. No, that's fair. No, that's fair. I mean, when I did initially go on there, I was posting like Lego mocks on there, before I started just posting stuff for my animations. Like, I still post like the odd random thing on there every now and then, but I'm just like, don't know if my audience is particularly huge on there, so I'm just kind of like, is it really worth it? But I thought, well, anyway, my posts do still get some attention, so it's just kind of like, so I should at least keep posting on there for those that do still watch my stuff from that, which is always good. Okay, now these. We're doing like all three at once kind of thing, because then it will save me a bit more time on the build. Okay, so this goes on the top. I thought to post again when I buy and build new Lego sets. Yeah, no, that's always a good one. It's always a fun thing to do, I think. Must admit, on the subject of Twitch, I think the one good thing that I read about is that the interaction, like the delay from when someone sends a chat and when the streamer can actually read it, it's basically near instant. Whereas compared to with YouTube, it seems to me that when I say something, it's like 2 minutes and then you hear it. So I think there is a bit. It's probably not quite that much of a delay, but then again, it might be my CPU as well, I suppose. But I suppose that's one thing I'd want to experiment with to see if it is actually as good as that. But we shall see. It'll be an interesting one for sure. Boop boop boop. Boop 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 boop. I don't really notice. Oh, fair. No, I just seem to notice because sometimes it just feels like I'm not replying to you to people instantly, and it's like it's not that I'm not. It's just the messages are showing up a little later than norm. But I said it was not. Oops, why? Oops, I have not been putting that on. I missed that. All personal preference, I suppose, at the end of the day. Right, okay, so that's that, and now... Oh, this is where it gets fiddly. This is where it gets fiddly. Oh, fiddlesticks. Right, okay. Okay. Brown bike, handlebars, bicycle handlebars, bars, bars, bars. I recently started to use Amazon in order to add comics to my wishes. Oh, okay. That's one thing I've been wanting to I've been meaning to do is read more. Because that's one. Wait, why are these so loose? They're just a little bit loose. Oh, and they're still loose. Oh, well, that might be a problem. But that'll be a problem for future me to work out. Okay. Yeah, no, these are loose. That might be a problem because you can see like how loose these bits are. They weren't as loose as on the other ones. Ooh, that could be a problem. Right, hang on. Let's see. Let's try and. Okay, right. Hang on. So it was like that. Okay. It was like that, and then that goes there, I think. That goes there. Is there going to be something on here that's going to hold this together? It doesn't seem like it will. That could be a problem. If this doesn't hold very well, then it's not going to be good. Let's try one. Oops. I say try one. It's a frog hops away. There. There. I've got absolutely no idea what this is going to look like at all. I added some DC comics to it since James Gunn DC so yeah, oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's been one book I've been that I need to finish. I need to finish reading is the Avatar Kyoshi books. So I haven't quite finished reading that yet, and that's actually been a really good read for me. A really good story, a really good read. Okay, depending on how this is gonna come out, I might not do this full build of this because if all of these are loose like this, that's not going to be particularly good because they kind of need to be a bit more solid. So they're quite loose at the moment. If they're loose, it's not going to do particularly well. Yeah, no things into there, and then there's another one kind of staring at this guy like there. There we go. Two frogs looking at each other. Two little pink frogs sitting in a tree, staring at each other till the end of the. No idea. No idea, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely no idea what I'm doing or coming up with for this. Boop, boop, bop. Oh, I gotta do 3 of these each. Oh! Why? Why must you pain me? Oh no, actually, I suppose that does actually work. It's not. It's sort of loose, but it's not loose, so it's not too bad. I thought that might not. That might be. It might be. That might be. Okay, no, it might be like that because of that. Oh gosh. What kind of gibberish were you just singing? Gibberish. You're not supposed to understand it. You're not supposed to understand gibberish, so don't worry. Worry not your poor little brain, Martin. Okay, it seems like you're just loose. I am muttering a gibberish because I am a gibble kind of man. I gibble, gibble, gibble. Gibble, gibble, gibble. No one else kind of coming into the stream and just seeing me just kind of just going jabble, jabble, jabble. You must think, what is this guy on? And then just leave instantly. Racing out of the Miles Morales comics. So, oh yeah, no, oh yeah, that's another film that's coming out as well that I keep forgetting about. Do keep forgetting about that one. I don't think it really matters how these actually go on, as long as they kind of get the similar number of frogs on. I suppose it doesn't really matter all that much. work, but oh well. We will make do with it. Spider-Man, so they're doing a Spider-Man Noir series for Amazon. Oh yeah, no, I saw that. That's interesting. That's interesting that Sony are doing like a different property. They're kind of going to another like studio company thing for it. Seems a bit strange, but you know, they do them kind of thing, you know. Yeah, no, that's an interesting one. Oh, I don't know if I can be bothered to do all of these. This is a lot, dude. Okay, well, I don't think I won't put all of the frogs on because the frogs are what's fiddly. I probably won't put every single one on at the moment. Yes. I guess so. I've got no idea. It's a fiddly. This one is fiddly. Fiddly than a fiddle. Than a fiddlestick, as they say. Probably not what they say, but you know what I mean. Gosh, this is... So Sony TV-wise apparently want to focus on the different people that exist in the multiverse. Yeah, no, I can understand that. I can definitely see that. It's quite surprising that they're kind of going off onto different streaming services for it. Seems a bit unusual. Considering how kind of protective Sony were over like Spider-Man not terribly long ago, but I don't know. Hello Virus21, welcome. How are you doing, good sir? Hope you're having a good evening. We're just on the pretty much the fiddly part of building this. The pink frogs, so many frogs. Hello, I'm from Russia. Oh, hello. Welcome, fellow Russian. No, not fellow Russian. Welcome. I say hello to Russia. What am I don't know what I'm saying. Hello. That's what I'm trying to say. Goodness gravy. But yeah, I hope you're doing. Isn't it quite late on your end? From your end, or am I wrong? Well, the time zone there must be quite late. Ooh. Film-wise, they give random Spider-Man based bad guy movies. Yeah. I don't. Never understand what's going on with Sony, to be honest. They're I don't know. They can basically do anything. I don't know. They haven't really done a decent standalone film. Probably quite a long time. Can't really grant Far From Home as one that they've done because that was in partnership with the MCU. So I don't know on that one. That's a weird. That is an unusual thing, really. Okay, I think I have put this on very wrong because that is not going up very well. Oh, fiddlesticks. Yeah, I've definitely not put this online at all, have I? How's this meant to work? Like that? I guess so. That's the only other way that it would work. No idea. That is not quite sure what that one. That's a weird way of doing it. I don't really. There. Good. Everything is okay. Right. Okay, let's just keep on. We'll just keep on going with this. We'll keep on going. That'll make the stream a little bit longer, so it's not all bad. All bad in that regard. I like the idea of them doing shows about the different Spider people. And they're like Spider-Man. Yeah, it could be interesting. I'm not. I don't know. I guess because they would be because they're different. It's not just. Well, I was gonna say it's not Peter Parker, but technically it is Peter Parker because Spider-Man is Peter Parker and from another universe and complicated, weird stuff. Yeah, no, but I can understand. I can understand it. And then more stuff. It just seems to be, to me, they just seem to be announcing too much stuff for me to kind of keep up with. I'm just kind of like, wait, they're doing this now, they're doing that, and you're like, whoa, Nelly. Kind of get a bit overwhelmed, if you will. Fiddly fiddly frogs. Why must frogs be so fiddly to put on leaves? I don't understand. I do not understand. Why do frogs gotta be so fiddly? Can someone explain this? Goodness gravy. Point even putting the right amount of frogs on here. It's probably like a 4. On a quick note, Chuck is here with me now. Hello, Chuck. Hello, little Chuck. Meow meow. As Gary says. Gary. Right. Yeah, that seems to be the best way to do it. Oh. I've been looking for Spider-Man Noir comics on Amazon. There are no luck though. I wouldn't know if we would even have his own comic thing at the moment. I imagine he obviously does because obviously he is a character somewhere, but he might not have his own. He might not have his own series yet. Might be wrong in that regard, but I don't know. I don't quite know on that one. Right. See if we can try and speedrun this now. Let's try and concentrate, not get too distracted, and build this bloody tree. Build the tree! Da 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 da. There's just more I don't want to keep you guys for too long and waste too much of your time, because I'm spending too long trying to build epoxy leaves. Speed run, speed run, speed run. Speed run the building of frogs. Okay, that's one. He does have comics, but they're too expensive. And I'm just, oh, really? Yeah. That's a bugger. Are they expensive because of because they're quite like old, because they're older comics, or they're like rare or something? Usually when comics and things like that are rare, when they're expensive, it's usually because they're rare and like quite old. That's what I've found in my experience, especially when trying to buy bloody video games. Goodness me, trying to find some old PS2 games has always been an issue. Not necessarily an issue, but complications, we'll say. Anyway, that's something that I notice anyway. Typically with comics, even like trying to find like certain anime, because I sometimes order them from Amazon, and sometimes they're really expensive as well. But that might be because they're quite difficult to get hold of. Oops. Yeah, that's an interesting one. How all that works. Speed running. Speed run. Speed run the construction of frogs. Okay, put this on there. Probably not quite where they're meant to be, but it doesn't matter. This is my bonsai tree, and I will have this bonsai tree look how I want this bonsai tree to look at. It will look however I want it for shit to look. Oops, I forgot to put this on. There we go. Two down. Granted, I think I will probably actually put this one on rather than the green, because I think it does actually look quite nice. Despite the complications. They're comic omnibus compilations basically, and they can be pricey. Ah, right. I understand. I get that. I can understand that. Can be quite complex, I imagine. Okay, so had I known that this build was going to be this repetitive, I probably wouldn't have streamed this actually. But I didn't know. You see. Oh, see, can you understand that I didn't know this was going to be repetitive? And why I'm singing this to the American National Anthem, I really have no idea. I'm losing me mind. God help anyone who comes into my stream now, because they're gonna think I am a complete and utter lunatic. People have popped in, hello. This is me. Going a little bit loony, but it's fine. We can all be loon. Most everyone is mad around these parts. Frogs. Frogs, frogs, frogs. Okay, so that. Yep, no, that's cool. Be fortunate that it's just me here, Ben. Yeah. Oh gosh. Just waiting for someone. Just waiting for someone. God forbid it's anyone from Next Asia pops into my chat right now. God forbid. God forbid, that would be oh boy. That would be I don't think I'll be able to quite explain that one. It's like, yes, one of your fellow viewers is a nutcase. I would apologize, but this is me. I am mental. I am mental. In all the words. Because I work nights, because who works nights? Who is sane or stupid enough to work nights? That is me. It is I. I am that guy. I am the insane in the membrane lad who works nights. Goodness gravy, I'm losing it. I'm losing it, Martin. I'm losing it. Therapy again. Now, Ben, why are you singing nonsense? You know what? You know what? I wouldn't put it past her. Wouldn't put it past her. The fact that she just came in and it's just kind of like that gif of the office of the bloke just kind of walking out with just like this look of complete disappointment on his face. He's just like, yeah, I'm leaving. I'm still working on finding a job myself. Oh, really? Oh, I don't know what job hunting is like at the moment. Other than where I am. Oh yeah, which I will not be giving my undisclosed location. Oops, shoot. There's quite a lot of jobs around my area at the moment. But granted, my local Lego store was looking for people, so I sent an application into that just because. Be fun. Could be fun. Could be a laugh. Right. We're nearly there. I don't think I've used nearly as many frogs as I probably should have in any of this. I still have a lot of frogs to use. I have a lot of frogs still to use. Goodness. That is a lot of frogs. Let's put that one. Hello, Iku. Hello. Welcome. I'm actually kind of glad that you showed up now and not like 2 minutes ago from when I was losing my brain. But hello, hope you're doing well. Goodness. Do these frogs go on anywhere else? Oh, wow. Oh, we just had a lot of extra frogs. I don't know why we had a lot of extra frogs. Ah, fair enough. Oh, I did see a TikTok about how funny it is these trees are made of frogs. Yeah, no, they've been very fiddly to put on as well on these leaf bits, which has been truthfully a pain in the butt, but it's progressing. We're progressing very slowly. There's definitely been a very slow progress, I think. But we are getting there. Put that on there. Damn, I should have gone here earlier. No! No, I will delete the VOD. You will not see my wallow into madness. I'll delete the footage. I'll delete everything. Delete it all. Delete it all. Delete it all. Boop. Okay, so right. So let's replace the ones. I think I'll start like this. Then. Yep. Save buffer here, and then we'll still. But I'll still remember that then. It's fine if only one person remembers, then it's fine. Be a bit different. It'll be a bit different if there was like 200. There was like 200 people and 200 people in here just witnessing my madness. Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Supposed to come out a bit smoother than that. There we go. Okay. Oops. That's cool. So that goes on like this. Yep, thought I did that on the wrong one. Yep, that's cool. Right, so now we should squeeze on like that. Okay, yeah, no, I definitely think it definitely looks a lot better. I'll be looking at the board at 50 times speed. I'll even use the way back machine if needed. Oh man. Gonna expose my madness. How dare you. You will rue the day that you expose my mentalness. You will rue the day that the frogs are keeping the thing stuck. I put too many frogs on this thing. Too many frogs! You cannot hide the funny from me. I mean, whether or not it's funny is highly debatable. There we go. Yeah, that's actually that's quite pretty actually. I like that. Granted, how that looks, it looks like it's kind of all around. That's okay, that's not so bad. It's pretty fun to act insane, not gonna lie. Yeah, well, I'm honestly wanting to learn and work to be a barrister. I don't know why, it just sounds like an interesting job to have. Yeah, no, that's fair. I can understand that. I'm in that part of my life where I really don't know 100% what I want to do with what I want to do really. Okay, so we're on to the last bag now. Hey, who does do that on a daily? I'm witness to their madness every day. Oh boy. Oh boy, howdy. Right, so last bag, gentlemen, ladies. Right, plastic bags on the floor. Right, I imagine this will probably be a very simple put together. Oh, you don't even know the half of that, Martin. Oh boy. Oh boy. Get Joe buys, instead of it being you have no idea what loss is, equal to Martin's like you have no idea what insane is. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting of that. Right. Let us commence and finish. And I'm glad I don't know the other half. Well, some people are. I don't know, there are some streamers that I watched who I think are borderline mental, but I think they're just chaotic. I'm not sure if mental and chaotic are two entirely same things? Question mark? Debatable, I suppose, but I don't really know. That goes there. Never playing a character in a play once. Gosh, reminded me of the days when I used to do drama. Oof. Bad days. Bad timing. Okay. I went slowly, completely insane. Yeah, it sounds right. Playing a character like that who can be borderline mental can definitely be an interesting thing for sure. Not that I've had to play a completely mental character in my days, but I've okay, so we got these two of those. Okay. Yeah, this last bit might be a very a quick build, to be honest, because I don't think it's not as fiddly and complex as this poxy pink frogs. So it's very it shouldn't be. This probably won't take long. Oops! Come back! Stop hiding underneath the thing. This is a job I never got inspired to start acting though. I would say for me, acting wise, I do enjoy it, but I think I definitely enjoy voice acting more. Even then, I still kind of like. I think it's more because when I listen back to my voice, I'm not too keen on it when I'm editing it. But I'm happy to do. I mean, people always tell me that my voice acting is good, even though I don't think it's fantastic personally. But that might just be because of Oh wait, no, I'm missing a bit. That's one. Whoopsie. But I think it's just the same. You just kind of because you listen to your voice so much, anything you kind of do sometimes when you listen to it back, it always sounds dull, and then it kind of takes other people to kind of be like, no, this is actually okay. Don't be hard on yourself, kind of thing, to realize, okay, maybe I'm not so bad, but I don't know. I feel like I have a very boring voice. At least to me, my voice sounds very boring. Might not sound particularly boring to anyone else, but to me it sounds horrifically boring. That's just me. So I'm finally getting to work on story ideas I've had in my brain for many years. Oh, nice. Yeah, and I must, as I said, I think as I mentioned before, I'd like to try and do some more writing at some point, because it's definitely a fun it's a good pastime for me. Oh, okay, so that's how it goes on together. So just like that, per se. Right. So 4 of these. Now your voice is away. Aw, I'm glad. I am glad. Just never know. I started to get used to my voice before I couldn't even go into my Twitch channel because of the thought that would do automatically start playing. I must say, I've gotten okay with listening back to my voice on stream. Because obviously, I listen back to my streams to make sure there's no audio issues and whatnot. I've gotten better with that. It's more when I just do when I'm doing voice acting. It's when I kind of go, really. It's interesting. Interesting how it works, really. But that's me personally. Oop, oh, another bit of repetitive thing going on. Your voice is very entertaining and nice to see. Ah, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad my very deep British voice is entertaining to y'all. It's also weird when people say that I have an accent, because like when I talk to my parents and I talk to like my brother and our family, but we all think that I don't really have much of an accent at all, but it's just kind of like a deep voice. But anyone else like out who isn't from like my part of the UK says I've got a very thick accent. I'm like, really? I don't know. I think my voice has always been an interesting thing because I'm generally not a very like outspoken person. I'm more of like a listener than a speaker, but I've got a very deep voice, so when I do speak it comes out as that I'm being loud. And I'm like, I'm not, my voice is just deep and loud. I'm not a loud person, my voice is just loud. I can't help it. Very loud voice. Very loud, very deep. It's like when I hit puberty, I hit puberty hard apparently. Was gonna say something, but it probably would have been a bit rude, so I decided not to. I bit my tongue on that one. I bit my tongue. Cool. Hello, Evil Sandwich Productions. Welcome. Oh, it's a great set. It is, yeah. No, very good though. These frogs were fiddly. These frogs here were very, very fiddly. Too fiddly. Too fiddle. But yeah, it's whatever. I hope you're doing good, man. Welcome to the stream. I do like me a good British accent. Nah. You know, British accent is a British accent, I suppose. Many people seem to enjoy them. Many of those outside the United Kingdom, but I'm just kind of like, well, it's a voice. It is my voice, but people seem to like my voice. I'm not too keen on it, but it's whatever. Right, okay. At least this isn't as fiddly. It's just kind of not repetitive per se, but it's just kind of a lot of bricks to kind of put on to this thing to make it sturdy. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Okay, so I need this. Need this. And I gotta do that 13 times. Not as repetitive, but I've always been told I have a very weird accent, at least when I speak Swedish. I wouldn't say, because I mean I knew a Swedish woman when I was at university. I wouldn't say the accent was weird. It was just unusual. It was just unusual because she had that kind of. It was quite funny because sometimes when I would be talking to her, I could never tell if she's being sarcastic or not, or if she was being serious. I'm just kind of like, I literally cannot tell by that tell by that tone of voice whether or not you're being serious or joking, kind of thing. I don't know. What's up, Shorty? What's up, Lonnie? Hello, Lonnie. How are you doing today? Did you just finish work? Hope all is well. Just finishing up building a tree. You can see it here, obviously you can see it here. Fiddly frogs. Oops. Ah, there we go. Doing all of this. Not quite repetitive, but it's just kind of a lot of building to do here. When I speak English in just your classic Scandinavian accent, it just sounds like bad English. I can understand that. I can understand that. I mean, I used to, on the old, oh, this is going This is going back long years now. But when I used to play on my PS2, when I actually had it online, one of the rare people who actually managed to get their PS2 connected online and play with people. Majority of the people that I played with couldn't really speak English at all, because I think a lot of people there's a lot of German players on the Ratchet and Clank Freeze multiplayer. There's a lot of German players, and while many did speak English, not a lot of them did. Hello, Paz. Hello. Good evening. How are you doing? I don't know if did you send a message to me at all, Paz? I don't know if you did. I haven't seen it. I don't know if you did. I don't know why, but when Lonnie arrived, I immediately thought of The Last of Us, because I love The Last of Us. Yeah, it's about right. Me and Lonnie have our Last of Us talks after each episode, so yeah, we're definitely big Last of Us fans, me and Lonnie. Alright, we're almost there. We're almost there. Grain working on 500%. Yeah, potentially. Alright, we're actually almost done here, I think. So there we go. Like the base where it's gonna go. I dropped my phone in the toilet. Oh dear. on top of what you told me earlier, you dropped your oh jeez. Oh dear, Paz, that's unfortunate. Me and Ben have a weekly discussion about the newest episode. Exactly, yep. We do indeed. Problem is, it's like these. I needed to have this other light on here. That's why, for those joining in, the lighting might look a little bit weird. I need to have an additional light on because it's like this dark brown going on light brown, and it's just so complicated to say. I want to get one of those Lego sets. If you want to get something that's a good decorative piece, definitely get the bonsai tree, because I think it's. I'm not quite finished it yet, obviously, but I think it's definitely gonna look really good, kind of set up somewhere. I love this week's episode of Last of Us. I did as well. Great bit of character development and great bits homage to the game as well. There was some big scenes from the actual game in that episode, which was great. Really good. Even like the last episode was great. Was really good as well. I really loved the last episode. Seeing. Oh, okay. No, I see what it's doing. Okay. Same. The same what? The same that you want. You want one of these plant? You want one of these plant sets, Paz? Oops, why have I done that right? Okay, yep, no, I see. Nope, I'm just being a bit stupid. I do need to work on my English accent. I would like to think I'm good at English, but the way I pronounce some words just makes it sound like I barely know English. I mean, it doesn't. Pronunciation is never always nothing. I mean, even I still pronounce things wrong, which is going to be great fun when I go to Japan. I still pronounce words wrong because our language is just. Oh boy, our language. Our language is just complicated, unfortunately. But yeah, no. If the pronunciation is never so bad, as long as you can say the word, it's fine, really. I just remembered we didn't really get to see the dam or the dog by the dam. I mean, we had the dog, and we also had the dam. But I guess that sequence was more in for like a game kind of thing, so I can understand why it wasn't. Jeez, I can't see this. Instructions. Why do they make the dark brown so dark in the instruction book? might get some Lego plants and add some decorations to my room, and it'll be easy to keep them alive since they're not real. Exactly, yeah. I want Lego flowers. They look so cool. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, no, they definitely recommend them. Not sure I'll get any more AreaLight plants, particularly not because I don't want any more, but because I just don't have the space. But I definitely recommend them as like a good like decorative piece. Yeah, I think that's. Oh, look at that! That's nice. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So, huzzah! There we go. One bonsai tree, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, how I say crap? Want to hear a funny story? Ooh, funny story about crap. You've interested me. I don't know how to get a good angle of this without moving my camera to a point where you can see my face. So I don't really want to move it around too much. But hang on, that might make the lighting a little bit better if I move this here. Yeah, no, it's quite good. It's come out very nicely. It's very nice. It's very nice and decorative. A nice decorative piece. Very nice. They're very fiddly. Oh wait, these. Hang on. Unlike other art forms, Lego bonsai tree is never complete, but instead an ongoing. You can't have massive the first two varieties. Oh, okay. They've got one. All of this here is made from brick separators. That's quite clever. That's really clever, actually. Wow, that's clever. How it's designed that it can incorporate like other builds. That's really clever. You can see why this set is so popular. Is that the set where they use pink frogs as flowers? Yes, yes it is. There are more frogs. Can I get that to focus? There you go. Pink frogs! Lots of pink frogs. We've obviously got the alternate like green for it as well. Oh, for those who showed up, do you want me to show you what it looks like with the green on instead? Do you want to see what that looks like? Just let me know. Just let me know and I'll do that. I'll show you it. Oh my god, I require a Lego set made purely from frogs. It might be possible in the future. Well, it's not about crap, but it took me so many years to realise the hamburger wasn't called Handburger. Ah. To be fair, no, when I was young I used to be the same, Icky, so don't worry about it. It's not just you. Maybe because ham and hand sound a lot more similar in Swedish. Yeah, no, I can get that. I understand. It's a tip. It's with a lot of things. Like some things just sound so familiar, sound so similar, but you then find out you're saying things wrong essentially. In some circumstances, it's a language, English language. It's oh boy, it's something. Just gonna hydrate quickly. All right. Yeah, no. I think other than this, but basically this part, because this probably what took me the longest to build was probably actually putting all the frogs on here. But other than that, it was a really fun. It's really quite a simple build because like the actual like main part of the tree and like all of this probably took me about. It probably took me how long? Maybe 90 minutes or so, hour and a half. To probably just like put like the main plant and the actual main plant and like the pot together. It didn't take long at all. It really did not take that long. But yeah, no, I think it does look a lot nicer with the cherry blossom color. I definitely agree with that. I think it looks a lot better like that. So, sorry, Green. You were simpler. I preferred you, but you don't look as pretty. The pink frogs have reigned supreme in this situation. Goodness. What can I use these pink frogs for? I wonder. Maybe I could use it in a. Maybe I could use it for a sci-fi thing, and there's like pink frogs running about in some kind of weird living swamp. Actually, that's kind of a set some sets I would like to try and get hold of. I would like to try and get some of the Avatar sets. Not the Airbender ones, but Blue Alien ones, because they've got some really good sets, got some really good pieces they can use. It makes more sense that it would be hamburger since you eat it with your hand, not hamburger, because of some random city in Germany where somebody put a slab of meat between some bread. Yeah, no, that's true. It's, as I said, Iku. I've been saying Iku. Sorry, I've been saying your name wrong again. I'm very sorry, Iku. Yeah, our language is complex. Complicated language. They do Avatar sets. What Airbender or Blue Alien Avatar, because they once upon a time they did the Airbender sets very long time ago. Now it was like I think they only did like 2 sets. I think they only did like 2 or 3 sets. I think of the Airbender stuff. Very hard to get hold of now. Very hard to get hold of, and very expensive as well. It's the upside if you did buy the sets is that they would be worth a fortune now. As I said, I never did buy it because I wasn't particularly bothered by it at the time. Had I known how much they were worth, I would have got it. But I'm like that with a lot of sets. Back in the day, I wish there was a lot of sets that I bought before they got discontinued. God, both. Yeah, no, they do. They recently released the new Avatar Wave. It's not even English, now it makes sense. I won't deny that our language can be somewhat odd, right then? Yeah, our language is between having 3 different spellings for there and having silent letters in words. It's just don't go there. I honestly, anyone who is learning English as like a second language, props, because you are amazing. You are amazing for learning for that, because it's not easy. I mean, even just learning any like second language, I think is really impressive. I would like to learn a second one, but granted, I'm learning a little bit of Japanese for when I go on my trip later on this year, because I want to at least be able to have a somewhat simple conversation, even if it's just saying hello, thank you, good morning, good afternoon. Main thing I want to learn to try and say is sorry, but my Japanese is really bad. Sorry for butchering your language. Basically what I want to learn to say at the moment, but German grammar is a lot harder and more complicated. Oh, really? I suppose I can understand that. I can get that. I can understand. No, I can never understand that. Oh yeah, when is your Japan trip? Late April for a couple of weeks. But obviously to everyone who doesn't know that, I'll make an announcement about that closer to the time I go. I'll make an announcement closer to when I go, because obviously I won't be streaming at all in the time that I'm away. And yeah, no, I'll just make sure I'll make I suppose I could schedule. I suppose I could try and schedule videos when I'm in Japan. Probably be short, so. No, I have a think about that one. I feel like you've been trying to go on that trip for years now. Yes. I have been. Basically since 2020. Since the pandemic. But we are finally going, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. In most countries, you don't even have a choice. You need to learn English in some places like Sweden. Oh, fair enough. Swedish, English, and a tiny bit of German. Well, fair play to you, EQ, because that is, as I said, learning a second language. It can never be easy. Because like I know people who can speak like 4 languages, and you're like, what? How? I don't think my mind could cope trying to. I don't think my mind could cope trying to think of trying to work that out. Want to learn Japanese and Arabic. Arabic would be an interesting language to learn. I think more so for me, just Japanese is just one I would like to learn. Really, for the fact that I'm going out there, I just want to be able to learn it, and learn just the basics of it. I know a tiny bit of Spanish. Oh, fair enough. Spanish is a language I wish I could have learned. I wish I learned at school, but how school was back then, it was not really an option. It's really just I was forced to drop French. Forced? How are you forced to drop French? I couldn't drop French even if I tried, even if I wanted to be honest with you. I couldn't drop French even if I... Well, not even if I wanted to, but I couldn't drop French at all. I'm gonna look while I go make sense to it. Yeah, no worries. We're just chatting about stuff, so no worries. We're just chilling and chatting. Just chatting about languages now. Blah 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 blah. But no, my school was just weird with how it did languages, because we have a choice to learn French or German. I think we had a choice of which one we learned, and I went into French because I did a very, very little amount of French in primary school before we kind of came up to secondary school, and I didn't dislike it. It's just French is just, apologies to any French people out there, but it's such a boring language. It's Ruby and then, yeah. I don't know what that means. I did French for 3 years and I just no idea what that means. But anyway, like, what I was saying is that we had the choice between like French and German. And when it got to, I think, year 9? I think when it got to year 9, you either could have the option to go and learn Spanish, or you get put into like another course. Another lesson thing. I can't remember what the name of it was, but it's basically for all the dumbasses. It's basically for all the people who weren't smart enough to do Spanish. I was really annoyed because I wanted to learn Spanish, and they were like, "Oh no, you're not clever enough. Go do that one." I was like, "Oh, great, grand." But then again, schools were weird back then. I know some words in different languages, but I wouldn't be able to understand a sentence though. Yeah, no, I get that. I understand. At my school, we started our GCSEs early, so in year 9. So after year 9, if you were still in Bonsai, you were made to drop the language you were learning. Oh. Just got a crummy certificate which said, like, well, you tried. Oh dear. GCSEs is basically our qualifications. Essentially, EQ. You would start a 3rd language in year 6. We were barely getting through a 2nd language in year 6 at our school. I mean, I wouldn't even say we were learning. It was more of just pastime at that point. I don't know. I barely remember. Not that I barely remember. year 6, but I don't. We did learn a little bit of it, not a lot. It was more just like some kind of extra thing. I think they just kind of threw in more than anything. I barely remember anything of that. My French lessons were enjoyable because of the people. Well, my GCSE French anyway. Was enjoyable because I had a really nice teacher for the last year and a half, and I had quite a lot of friends in my class as well. So it was kind of nice and chill. I think we started English second language in year 3. Damn. Oh wow! So you weren't joking when you said that English is kind of like not necessarily a necessity, but kind of like it's quite an important language for you to learn. Am I wrong? Am I wording that wrong? Is that what it is, or am I kind of wording that wrong? Yeah, languages are interesting. It's just something I wish I could have done a bit more of. Truthfully. Wish I could have learned a language I actually wanted to learn rather than one that you were forced to learn, and then being told you're not smart enough to do another one. It's just kind of like it always never really sat right with me. Oh no, it's necessary. All right. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, no, great. So it is quite like a big necessary thing. I do better understanding languages and music. Oh yeah, no, I understand that. I think there's an interesting thing I saw was like some people you read somewhere that people can learn languages when they sleep, which is I don't know how it works, but they apparently listen to something when they sleep, and then they can kind of like learn a language through that, which I don't know how that works. I don't pretend to understand how it works, but it sounds intriguing. It sounds mental as well, but gosh, yeah, no, I wouldn't imagine. Can't imagine how that would work. Okay. That's mental that it's like the English is like a necessity to learn in Sweden. Seems quite bizarre. Sorry, just saw another animator that I follow just posted something, so I just wanted to see what it was. In Sweden, you can get into like one type of high school if you don't have grades in English, Swedish and maths. When I say have grades, I mean have over an F. Oh wow, damn. Wow. That's crazy actually when I think about it. Granted, I suppose they're but Swedish, well, maths is always going to be an important one, obviously. So Swedish, I suppose. No, it's just interesting that like you have to learn like a second language. Like it's actually like it's compulsory. It's compulsory essentially. Compared to here, where language was just kind of like an extra thing that you would have to learn, like something you do on top of something else. You kind of like you have the choice of doing it. No, that's just intriguing. That's just intriguing to me. Just realized I think I've been chatting for like the last kind of 20 minutes. Not a whole lot of building, although building is done, so that's cool. Not really got anything else I can build, to be honest. Granted, I have bought another set. I bought another modular building. Because I don't know how to control my money, especially when it comes to Lego. Got no sense of budgeting. But yeah, no, it's school. It's funny thinking about. It's funny thinking about school, and funny the fact that I stopped. I haven't been in like. Obviously, I'm not including like university or college, but like I stopped school like. Gosh. 12 years. 11 years ago. Yeah, no, 11 years ago. Damn. No, 10 years ago actually. So I had to do another year of A-levels. Damn. 10 years ago. So much has happened in those 10 years, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly. Yeah, and that type of high school is just for underperforming students so they can get good enough grades to redo high school later, but a different type of high school. Oh, wow. Wow, education is actually... So the education is actually quite strict in Swindon. Jeez. I mean, it's just going to be strict anywhere, obviously. That's stupid. A stupid question. Stupid thing to say, really. It's going to be strict anywhere, but... Damn. Oi, Paz. Don't you be... Oi. Don't get cheeky now. Don't you be cheeky. I know where you live. For the record, I know Paz IRL, so that's not me being creepy. I know her IRL. You calling Ben Grandpa? Well, she knows how old I am, so she knows I'm not exactly. So it's. She says that now, but like there are so many things. There are so many things. I was like, there's so many like sayings I keep seeing on the internet. I was like, what the frick does this even mean? I mean, like something that I see a lot. Something that I been seeing a lot as is like people saying, "Oh, I have Riz or Riz," like R-A-Z-Z. I'm like, what the f does that mean? What is that? What are all you young people coming up with? Just passing over my head. Only like 2 years ago, I kind of worked out what POG meant and things like that. It's just like, because when I think I start understanding, more stuff comes up, and you're like, okay, I don't get it, but whatever. Creepy grandpa, oi! I am not. No. No. No, you're too. I know you do. It's funny that. Don't bother understanding, I don't. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Oh, you Zoomers and your weird sayings. Someone actually called me a boomer the other day. I don't know what I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was in a chat or something, but someone called me a boomer. I'm just kind of like, is that supposed to offend me? Because it doesn't. It doesn't offend me at all. The Ben hand point, that's how you know he's serious. Yes. Yes. Because you can't see my face, so you don't know why I'm... Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh yeah, just because you have good grades in those classes doesn't mean you can get it where you want, but it's obvious. But it's pretty obvious, like, if you want to get into a science-focused high school, you need to have an F. Oh yeah, of course. Of course, yeah. You're not a boomer. No, I know. I know, I think I don't quite know the technical classifications or the technical terms for it all, I know that. But some people just call me that because of just my, because of stuff that I know. Things like that. Science class, physics class, biology class, and chemistry class. Oh yeah, no, of course, no, that makes sense. You would obviously need to know a bit more if you wanted to go into study those. That makes sense, obviously. Yeah, no, I understand that. This building stream has become a just chatting stream. And honestly, I'm okay with that. Oh, and I must admit, So Martin, when you suggested a couple of streams ago about, like making my character into like kind of like a VTuber kind of model. Well, I think I'm actually gonna try and do something with like the PNG like VTuber software thing, because I can do it with I can obviously have my guy here. I can have him like up on screen. Obviously, when chatting, I can have him obviously with his helmet up and like talking as well. I've got to experiment with it. I think I've just got to play around with the software and see if it's complicated or not. I don't think it is, but just have to have a look at it and see. But I'm definitely going to give it a try because I think it could be quite funny. I think it could be fun to do. So I'm going to give that a go within the next week. Also, it's kind of a weird race to get into a high school. A race? We don't have a choice. Here in England, we don't have that choice. We go straight into high school. That's good, Jay. I'm glad you're gonna give it a try. Yeah, no, I think it could be quite funny. The only issue with it is I don't know. It's obviously going to be like another piece of software that I've also got to put in through OBS, and I don't know if that's going to be too much for my poor laptop. It's only a little Mac. It's only a little MacBook, so I might need to upgrade to like a decent like streaming laptop or something maybe. Although everyone keeps saying that if I'm going to do streaming, I should get a PC. I'm just like, ugh, don't know if I can be bothered. At least with a laptop, I can kind of move it around. A PC, and the PC is just like there. Kind of thing, but I don't know, we'll see. But laptop it runs OBS fine. Because I thought my laptop was one reason why my capture card lagged, but I think it's because I had the settings, like the quality settings too high, and since changing that, it's been a lot better. I mean, obviously, like from my the Simpsons Run streams, it's been a lot better. But like once or twice where I think it kind of went a little bit weird, but it's not too bad. Oh yeah, no, that's a similar grading. That's basically a similar grading to us. We don't do numbers. We kind of just do like FE, like A, B, C, D, E, F. Although there is a G grade as well, which is kind of like there is a G grade here, which is basically the grade between getting a U, which is ungraded, and obviously an F. So it's basically, I don't even know why it exists. I don't really know why that exists, to be honest. A G grade, but I did get a G because I got a G in French for my GCSEs. So I don't really understand the point of that, but it was there. It was there. Don't really understand why, but it was. So weird one. Oh, you are all mine. I'm in my early 20s. To be fair, I got called old when I was in college because I was the only one in my college class who was, well, who turned 20. Turned 20, everyone else was like 3 to 4 years younger than me, so everyone was calling me old when I turned 20. I've basically been called old all my life, because basically everyone else I've been in the classes with are basically younger than me, apart from university. There are people older than me in university, which I'm kind of glad about. To be honest with you. You know, that's funny. I mean, no matter where you go, there's always going to be people young. You're always going to get called old by people, which is one of those things, really. Right. Who calls me old because I have knowledge? I think that's the reason why people called me a boomer, because I like knew stuff that they thought was ancient. It's like, yes, I know that stuff, and no, I don't know why that makes me a boomer, but I do. Who knows? Yeah. I might start trying to wrap up the stream now because it's I don't know. It's kind of like kind of veered off into like a just chatting stream, which is not a bad thing by any means. I just don't know. I don't really want to waste people's time because they were here for the build, which is here, in all its glory. Very, very nice. A lot of spare frogs. Don't actually know where all these are meant to go, particularly, but I'll have to find somewhere for them. I'll have to find somewhere for the frogs. Yeah, we'll work that out. Should work it out. Oh yeah, the point is you can get lowest grades in the important grades and then get up your points in the unimportant classes and then get in over. I know these actually go to the important things. Oh yeah, it's just a point system. You need like a certain number of points in them. I get it. I do understand. There's actually another. I don't like the system, but I sure can't do anything about it. Yeah, no, it's one of those things. Unfortunately, most of these education systems, not usually keen on them, but you can't do a lot about it because it's school. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, but it is what it is. Right. Okay. So obviously for those who aren't aware, the stream that I'm doing tomorrow, I will be on Twitch unless, God forbid, touch wood, I have technical issues and I can't get it to work. Then I'll be here and I'll just stream here. So if you want to see me on Twitch, tomorrow, do feel free to follow me. On there, I have a link. I posted the link to my Twitch in my recent community post. So yeah, and if you want to check it out, you can do that. But obviously, if you're not too bothered, not a problem either. It's more gonna be just a test stream anyway. I still don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna play a random game. I might just throw Simpsons Hit and Run on and just play that for a laugh. Might just do that. Don't know. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. It's more just testing out streaming on Twitch in general and whether or not it'll work for me. Essentially. And yeah, new animation on Friday. I'll post a teaser. I'll post another teaser for it tomorrow maybe. But yeah, it'll be out on Friday at 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. GMT. So let's say look forward to that. And yeah, so basically stream tomorrow. Oh yeah, stream tomorrow and animation on Friday. So look forward to it. Look forward to it. So yeah, so thank you all very much for watching and stopping by. Hope you all have a good evening or afternoon, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys on Twitch tomorrow. Ciao!